Hello, friends. I hope you are having all good times, good days, and I hope you are enjoying where you are. And today, I want to show you how you can just plot graphs, how to plot graphs in Microsoft Excel. Once you have data, two data that are varying, you see, once you have one variable and which is varying in function with another, if you have to plot a graph with the x and y axis, and don't spend 20 minutes 30 minutes sitting and drawing graphs using pen and paper, and Excel here can help you to do it very easy and very quickly in accurate way. And to do that, you have to go to insert. You can go to insert, you can go to there you have different types of charts, you see. And having this type of different charts, we have seen how we can just use pie chart, how we can use column and bar chart in the previous video. You can visit my YouTube channel and see how you can just use the chart, how you can just use pie charts. But today I just want to move to graphs, and to do this I have to go here where I have to insert scatter x and y bubble charts. And guys, here I can have, you see, I can have scatter. I can have here only have only dots. Once I want my graph to have only dots. Here I just want my graph to have dots scatter with smooth lines and markers. Here I just want my graph to have a smooth line. I only need smooth lines. And down here I can have different scatter with a straight line. Here just need a straight lines and markers. And down here there is bubbles, and there is bubble bubble chart. And here you see have scatter with the straight lines. And guys, let's go down here, select my data, and show you how we can just plot a graph in an easy way using Microsoft Excel. Here I have data on my PC. You see here I have volume of sodium hydroxide, which is in cubic centimeter, and down here I have pH. And as the volume varies, also the pH change. And I just want to plot a graph to see how it will vary. And I remember that you can just use this graph once you just want to compare two variables, or once you just have x and y variables and you just want to see how one is varying in function of another one. And guys, let me select my data. I can select from here to here. I can just go from here and select only numbers, or I can just select from here to here, because there is an option to edit you graph. And I go to insert here, and I go to here to insert a scatter x and y bubble or bubble charts. I click here, and as you see here, I have scatter only dots. You see how my graph is looking like. It is now showing you how to look like. If I want this one with the dots, if I want the one with scatter and with smooth lines and markers, if you just want the same scatter with the straight lines, if here you want only scatter with straight lines, but you can just here use scatter with the smooth lines and markers. And even here, let me choose one. Maybe I just want this. Let me take this one with the with the smooth lines. You see now here have a graph, and it's very easy. So guys, spend time drawing with paper and pens, which will give you things that are not accurate because you are just using ruler and pens. Use Microsoft Excel. It's very easy. You see now you have a very smart graph. And if you want to edit or to put all other things on your graph here, you can see here you can just switch rows to columns. If you want to make one variable x and another one y, you can just change You can change also chart type. You can just do whatever you want, but simply if you want to put other things to your graph, you go to this plus sign here, you click here, you see there is axis title. You see every graph here must have axis titles. You see, I just want my graph to have axis titles. You can here remove grid lines if you just don't want to see them here, or you can put them here back here, or grid lines here, or you can just put data labels if you want on your graph, and you can also put error bars. You can put region, legend, and you see, as you see here, I can have ph. You see, I can just click here. You can even have trend lines if you just want to use trend line. And guys, if you just want to modify many things, you can do it. Here you see there is style. Here I can just change the style. Here I can here change the color of my line on my line here. You see I can change the color. Here it is colorful palette 3. I can change it to monochromatic colors here, palette 2. You can change, you can do whatever changing your graph line color. I can make it here and with another color. I can choose this one. You can choose whatever. And guys, if you just want, if you are done, you can go back to your graph, and here we have to put axis titles. You see here I need to type. Here I have the volume. Let me create this first. I have the volume. I have the volume of sodium hydroxide, which is varying in function with pH. And here I have the volume of sodium hydroxide, and it is in cubic centimeters. And here on another axis, I have the pH, and here I can just type pH. You see, have the pH, and as you see, you can just format this. You can just select and make it black. I can go to home and bold it. I can bold it. I can change the color. I can just bold it. I can italicize. I can increase the size here. I can just put it in different font here. You see, I can change it to Times New Roman. You can do all of those things as you want. I can even go back here and also change the font color. I can change, you can change the font size. You see, I can just increase to 12. I can bold it. I can just put it into Times New Roman. You see, you can just edit the title. Here I can change my title, my chat title. Let me just Control Z to bring it back. Here I can change here the title. Let me put the title again here, chat title, to bring it back. Here there was pH, but it was by default. I can change it. I can change it to pH. pH. Versus volume of sodium hydroxide. You can put any title you want. You can format the title also. I can bold it. I can change the color to red. I can change the color to any color of my choice. You see, now I have very smart graph. You can add whatever you want. You can even format the chart background. I can here go and click here. I can go to fill. You see, I can just change the color. I can just change the background color of my graph, and you can just choose whatever you want. You can even get back and put it, make it automatic. And guys, here you have now a graph. You can format it in the way you want, and you can now select it. You can just like click to your graph here and copy. And remember that you can just take this graph to Microsoft Word where you have your document, where you just have your data where you are making your data. You can take it back to Microsoft. You can just take it to Microsoft PowerPoint if you are presenting, if you're making a good presentation with the graph that's showing data that you have. And here, guys, let me go to, for example, to Word and right click here. I go to right click, or I click, or I just hold Control V. Now I paste here. You see, I have my graph. I can resize. You can still have the right to edit. Here you see, have very nice graph. And guys, if you have data and you want to plot, don't just scan. Don't wasting time drawing using paper and scan back to put it, to insert it to your Word document, to your PowerPoint document. Use Microsoft Excel to make a very nice graph and very accurate one. Guys, enjoy this video, and I hope it's going to help you to not spending much time drawing using your pens and paper, your pencils. Guys, enjoy the video, and if you want to see other videos like this one in the future, please subscribe and share or leave a suggestion in comment section. Guys, enjoy and see you next time.